Hey guys, Prophet here, and this is like my third try at this thing where I'm solo commentating the game of Evolve, and this is a post recording of me doing this, so I'm just gonna try to do and make this as entertaining as I can. But first, I'm gonna talk about Evolve. Evolve is a pretty extensive game where you play as either a monster or a monster hunter, and the game itself is very intricate, and it has all these balances that make sure just because you play as one thing, it's not the best. It all depends on what kind of skill you have in the game, and what kind of level of intricacy you have with the monster. This monster right here is called the Wraith. And unlike all the other monsters, it has some kind of mystical powers, where it's just some kind of magical power, and where it controls the making of the universe or something like that. And it has 4 different powers, where one is called the one to the farthest of the left is called warp explosion. It's basically where you warp and warping to where you're pointing at, and then you explode. The one that's clear right now and doesn't have a icon over it is called abduction. It's where you take your enemies and you put them to where you just were. I'll point this all out. And the triangle one is decoy, where you decoy out copy you, and it fights and you go invisible, and you can just escape or stealth around to kill a hunter. And then the triangle one, which is the ultimate, is called Supernova. It unleashes an arena around you where your damage and your melee speed is buffed up. But yeah, the monsters have an ability where they can smell around and detect other wildlife and hunters. And so you got 3 stages. The first stage, you're at your weakest, so it's best to avoid any kind of difficult combat like I am right now. The second stage of evolution is where you're you're not shitlord, but you're still, you're not a gangstar. You know what I mean? So you kind of you still avoid them, but if you ever have to get into a fight, you can handle yourself enough so you can get out. And then the third level is where you can unlock I just got a power evolve because I kept on eating people. I mean, the wildlife, and I can evolve. But since the hunter's right there, I don't want to evolve there, so I'm trying to get as much distance as I can. But the third evolution is where you can unlock to attack the power relay, which is another way to win if you're the monster. But you're also beefed up, so if you want to just take out all the hunters, you can. So but yeah, I don't want to make this a boring video, so I'm gonna have a little segment to myself where it's probably just me, but I'm telling stories about me. So if we're gonna tell a story, I'm gonna tell a story about the most ridiculous thing that happened to me in this 2 weeks. I mean 2 days. So since I'm the only working man in the G.P.R. and I basically financed the whole thing, yeah, see, I'm upgrading my abilities right here. I have to go and work, and working people, you don't have complete control of your schedule. So sometimes you work hours you don't want to work, 3 o'clock in the morning, where you're fucking just want to die because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and nothing ever happens. But people decide that they still want stuff in 3 o'clock in the morning, which is kind of ridiculous to me, because you should be sleeping, man. Get a life. Sleep. Alright? If people like you slept more, maybe then we wouldn't have to work in 3 o'clock in the morning. You ever thought about that? No? Alright, cool. So, it's just me working at 3 o'clock in the morning. And basically I'm go up to one of my managers, who's a guy, and I'm like, hey man, what am I doing? He's like, alright, so you're gonna unload the shipment of stuff we're getting in today. And I was like, alright, cool. I can do that. So then I'm just doing that. I'm unloading things and, just put them in where they're supposed to go, in either the frozen storage or the dry storage, where, it's just room temperature. And it's freezing cold out, and I'm dying on the inside because it's fucking Sub-Zero just fucking came over like this whole area, and so I'm just unloading things, freezing, but you know I'm not complaining because you know it's a job and I'm getting paid. You know, as long as I'm getting that paper, I don't care. So so all this stuff is happening, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, you gotta take care of business when you wake up, but you don't get time if you're working. So I'm going to the bathroom, and then oh yeah, this is my decoy ability right here. And shit, I keep on going in and out of the game. I'm working, and I all of a sudden one of my female managers come up, and she's like crying and bawling. She's like, I can't handle this. I can't do it anymore. It's just too much. I just can't. And I'm like, and in my mind I'm like, what the fuck? And then like I look at the manager, and like he's holding her and he's patting her, and he's like, man, what the? And then he looks at me and he just mouths, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't fucking know, bro. He's like, dude, what's wrong? What's wrong, man? He's like, and then she's like, I just can't. And like she won't give a straight fucking answer. So I'm just like, whatever. I'll just go back and do my job. You can handle this guy. I'm sorry about. I have to leave you. And then so then I'm walking past, and like a bunch of my other crew members are like, man, damn, what the fuck's happening? Like, I don't know. So I'm walking back, and while I walk back, I see like this whole fucking disheveled pile of like shipment that got knocked over. I'm like, god damn it. And like the guy who was riding the truck around and who helped me unload stuff was like, man, yeah, man, I was just unloading some more shit, and all of a sudden I just see this girl just crying and just bawling her fucking eyes out, and I see that the fucking shipment's knocked over, and I'm like, and he's like, and I have no responsibility over that, and I'm not gonna take care of that. I'm like, whatever, bro, I'll do it. He's like, cool. It's shit that you have to deal with that, but you know it's cool. I'm like, yeah, whatever, because you know I'm basically a fucking gentleman, and when I see a girl in trouble and she's fucking distressed, and I don't want to add stress to that, so I just like I just do whatever, and that's a explosive warp right there. Damn, I'm just not good at transitions. So I'm helping, and like I'm basically like loading up and unloading the fucking crates, loading it up, like trying to get them in like a presentable order, so like she won't get in trouble. And yeah, that was me trying to abduct somebody, and I think I did it, but you went away. And like and I'm not trying to abduct somebody in the story because I'm not a pedophile or anything like that. So I'm just trying to like you know, just get this shit in order so she won't get in trouble, because you know I still care. And so like I put this up, and then I finally get an order, and then I'm like, whatever. And then the manager comes back with the female manager, and she's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just sorry. And I'm like, whatever, I don't care. So then I'm like, yo, bro, what else I have to do? Is like, all right, now we have it all the stuff inside. You got to put it in the place where you have to put it, like, you know, in specific places, like, you know, the phrase and all that. So then I'm like, all right, whatever, let's do that. So I'm doing all that, and then like another female manager comes in, like, where's this guy at? And like the other manager, I'm like, he's in there. And then like I'm like, all right, cool. And then she's like, they keep on going in and out, and then all of a sudden the male manager goes out and talks to the person too, and then he's still taking a long time, and I'm just like, whatever, I don't care, I'm not in any way a part of this, I'm just gonna, you know, unload and load the boxes up. And then like and then all of a sudden he comes back in, he's like, yo, bro. I was like, what? He's like, man, fucking, I just rewatched the tape, and she fucking kicked the goddamn crate over. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, man, she was trying to get off work early. I was like, god damn, man, that's fucked up. And I'm like, yeah, man. It's like, what do you ought to do? He's like, well, we're gonna wait for the general manager who runs the whole shit to come over, and we're to tell her. And I'm like, all right, cool. So this all happened at 3 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock she comes in, and I'm like, I'm just like fucking anticipating this shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this fucking shit in. So like she's like, man, what's happening? And I'm like, basically, fucking, like, no, the guy's like telling him like the whole story, and then like she's like, what, really? And then I come in like, yeah, and I had to pick that shit up too. It's fucking ridiculous. And like I'm just hyping it up, and then she goes like a fucking line and like fucking like laughs into her, like she just getting to personal shit, and then she got suspended. And then I was like, man, fucking working. It's awesome because you get to tell stories like this. So yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed this video of Evolve. Y'all probably didn't, but anyways, this is I'm guessing I'm gonna call this like Prophet's Playtime Corner or something ridiculous. But anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the video, and you know, like, comment, and subscribe to get more videos, and we'll try to beef this shit up because, you know, we know it's getting ridiculous with us not, you know, putting things up or having some kind of variety. Anyways,